Morning. Actually, afternoon. I should just preemptively just say afternoon from now on because I never wake up in the morning. It is November 25th, Monday. I don't normally vlog on Monday, but I think I want to get a little bit more into vlogging on my time off whenever I can. This is the first Monday I've had to myself in a while, and it's kind of nice. Not gonna lie, I have all these vlogs, studio vlogs from other fiber artists that I want to catch up on, and I have a lot of crochet I want to get done. Speaking of done, finished my capelet. It's so dang cute. I have the little pine cones down there. I will be making a short reel TikTok of this capelet with my base dress soon. Probably not Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. This week is going to be like a whole week of relaxing for my husband and I because we haven't had a week to ourselves since vacation like a month ago. Yeah, I just want to jump in here real quick and show you guys that I did finish this and I will be moving back on to my ice witch or ice outfit. I know I worked on that 2 weeks ago and I just haven't gotten back to it because I really, really, really wanted to get this one done. I do have a ton of yarn left, and I'm thinking maybe I can make a belt or like maybe not a scarf, but a belt for to hold all the pine cones that I made for MegaCon. Ooh, my eyeliner, I slept in it. I ended up making 6 more pine cones. I don't think I'm gonna buy more yarn for it. I almost used a whole skein of yarn, so that making 8 is just good enough for me. I will start working on my ice witch, and if I have more to talk about today, then I will talk about it today. I do have my root canal tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm also looking forward to it because my tooth back here, one of my molars keeps on popping out. There's 2 there. They're like right on top of each other. The bottom one keeps on popping out, and I've been having a hard time eating, and I miss eating whatever I want. I can't even eat pizza rolls right now. Let me start working on the icy to be determined name outfit. I just ordered all the fabric I needed for my outfit, for the rest of the outfit for the Frosty Forest Witch. Sorry, a lot just happened all at once. I did also order 3 of the peppermint yarns from Big Twist because it's pink and red. It's a color that's universal to Valentine's Day, and I'm more of a Valentine's Day girly than a Christmas girly, so I'm very excited to work with that. I don't know. My mic, hold on. Okay, so I think I learned what the issue is with my mic. I have gotten my USB port in water a couple of times. This phone is over 5. Yep, I see it doing the thing again. Oh my god. I don't know if it's my mic or if it's my USB port or if it's just, I don't know. It's so frustrating. I've learned what the issue is, and it's because of the thing that I plug into my USB port. It's not catching. I've been having issues with my phone as well charging, and I think it's my phone. So you guys are gonna get crappy audio today. I'm gonna try to keep it as quiet in the background as I can. It's really, really frustrating because I got this mic like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, because of another audio issue that I had. I am working on getting a new phone. I have 1 more month on my husband's phone, and then after I paid that off, I'm going to go and get myself a new phone. This is going to be my backup phone. I wanted to get a camera, but my husband's like, he pretty much convinced me that the phone will be more useful. The last time we got a camera, I never used it. I mean, I used it for a little bit, and then COVID hit, and then I started getting really shy about taking photos out in public. He takes photos of me, but I don't think he wants to be my Insta boyfriend, you know what I mean? The reason why I got in here was to tell you about the fabrics I purchased, but also this I've been working on for a little while, and I am not happy with the height of it. I think also, I'm not happy with the length of it. I want to extend these out a little bit more. I don't know how much yarn I have to be able to do that, but I want to extend them, make it a little bit chunkier maybe, and then bring it down and then have it as like a corset kind of. don't want to go OG with it, if that makes sense. I think there are some OG cords that have like the waist corset thing with the straps going down. But yeah, so I am going to rip this apart. Hopefully I have the mental fortitude to take this apart, and then I'm gonna work on that again. I'm on YouTube. I'm always on YouTube. It's like the one thing I ever watch all the time. I'm chronically online in the sense that I know too much about YouTube. Anyways, there was a video of knitting hot takes, and there's also videos of crochet hot takes, which I don't really care for either of those. That's just not my vibe. I don't really like, that's something I watch on TikTok. But on TikTok right now is like a crochet versus knitting war, and I just don't understand why we're doing this, because we're all fiber artists and like we really shouldn't be picking fights with one another. The thing is, like, a lot of crocheters are like, oh well, knitting people think that crochet clothing is ugly and it's all about how you style it, and it's just like, why are we having this conversation? We're all artists. Like, let's just be artists and support one another, because it's kind of dumb that we have to have these wars against each other. I don't know. Maybe rage bait is not for me. I mean, it's obviously for me since I'm talking about it, but like having one faction of arts against another faction of arts. I'm not somebody that like draws as an art form. I'm terrible at drawing. I wish I could, because maybe I could draft up some things. Maybe it's the same as when paper and pen went over to digital artistry. Like, maybe that's the same argument, but like at the end of the day, we're all artists. So stop picking fights with each other. We're friends. The more I think about it, the less I want to make a waistcoat. That's the proper term, a waistcoat. I think it would look better if I sewed it. So I think I'm just going to try to make a dress. No, I want to make a dress because I have 3 skeins of this yarn. I want to make like a kind of ruffled dress, I think. I'm going to try to do a top-down crochet sweater, and then I'll flare it out into a dress, because the dress part, like the skirt part, is really easy to make. It's literally just like increasing as you go down. I don't know if I want to do any interesting stitches, just because like I know I talked about it a few weeks ago, but like at this point I'm just like I just want to get done, because I think my crochet hyperfixation might be on its way out. What I kind of want to do is make like one of those fold over crochet tops. So maybe I do that. I'll start with doing like the across part first. I should not have taken apart the straps, because now I'm like, dang it. I think I'm gonna do a sweater skirt thing. Maybe. We'll see when we get there. Let me start with the sweater part, because if anything, I don't have to make the strap. I don't know if it will stay up. That's my issue, and that's the only reason why I'm like, But if I do need to make the strap, then I have extra yarn I can do that with, so we'll see. So this is 120 foundation crochet stitches long. It is like right there, which means that when I start crocheting, working it up, it's going to be even tighter, because that's just how crochet works for some reason. This is a stretchy yarn because it is polyester, so it's kind of stretchy. I'm not too worried about it being too tight once I work it up some more. Sorry if there's any extra noise. I have the space heater on because my toe beans are cold and it's a little chilly down here in Florida finally. So I'm gonna work this up. I'm gonna do a couple rows of my border stitch, the whatever I do. So I bought some lace thread so that I could like make snowflakes. I think once I fold this over, because the goal is to make a layer that I can fold over and then start actually working on the sweater down. That layer that's holding it down, I think I want to make like little snowflakes to hang off of there, because I think that'd be really pretty. That's the goal. I kind of feel bad that I had to frog all of that, but I think I'm still going to keep the arm warmers. I don't think I'm going to keep them arm warmers. I think I'm actually going to, oh, well, they're not arm warmers. They're definitely arm cuffs. Or they're a little bit bigger on my arm, so I might actually just make them into leg cuffs, which would be cute too. It's just will get dirty easily. However, this yarn, because it's polyester, can be thrown in the washing machine and the dryer, so I'm not too worried about it getting too dirty. I'm not planning on bleaching it because the yarn, like, although it's white, it also has a blue tinge to it, so I don't want to bleach it. I'm gonna keep on working on this while I'm watching the wildlife series. I'm not gonna spoil it, but RIP. Also, weird, but I hear the ice cream man outside. Hello? It is a little chilly. I mean, I guess it was warmer than the last couple of days. It got up to 75 degrees today, so I guess that's fine, but hello? I don't know if y'all can hear it. Oh, there's a little Karopi! There's so many Karopis on there! Oh, it's so cute! Apollo certified does not like ice cream men. He's like, where's my ice cream? Where's your ice cream, Apollo? Where is it? Where is it? Huh? Where's your ice cream? He doesn't like ice cream men. He doesn't like anything, let's be honest. So here's the deal with the waistband, the stitches, I guess, not the deal. So what I started with was one row of 120 foundation crochet stitches. After that, I did 120 half crochet stitches. After that, I did this pattern. It's a vintage pattern, so it's a double crochet in the first 2 stitches, and then the second crochet is like you go in the post of the last double crochet, do that 6 times, finish off, and then double crochet in the next. I probably won't have a video to show what I'm talking about to do that stitch specifically right now, but I kind of want to plan on cutting this whenever, sir, please, I'm trying to have a conversation here. But like whenever I finish this project, maybe if I get around to editing it, I might just split up all the facts that I told y'all about while I'm going through it, because I'm literally just making this up as I go. I wish I had my mic. You're being so noisy, sir. There's another doggy out there and he's a little bit upset. Continuing this, I'm watching Ash Bentley, and I just watched their video on their spring witch outfit, and I'm so inspired to keep doing this. So with the goal of this one, it's kind of, you know that popular Dolls Kill Fairy dress, I think? I don't know. I saw a couple like commercials on it or ads of it on my For You page, but I quickly scroll because I hate getting sponsored ads on my For You page. That's kind of like the goal, but also like I know I talked about the folded over part. So this is going to be very cute. I'm going to do a couple more rows of this border stitch and then I'll work on the next. But yeah, the goal is to kind of look like the fairy dress from Dolls Kill. Just crochet, you know? Oh my god, I just realized that I forgot to tell you the rest of it. So yeah, we did the foundation, then we did the triple, or the half crochet, and then we did the vintage puff stitch. Then after that, it's another row of half crochet for 120 stitches. And then after that, it's gonna be single crochet for 120 stitches. So you just keep on repeating that pattern until you're kind of satisfied. The great part about this kind of like pattern is that you can increase and decrease without like messing up what it looks like too much, if that makes sense, because like I know if you do like a specific kind of stitch, it just kind of looks silly. Let me try this for the 3rd time. I am so sorry. I am so bad at talking and like instructing. I surprisingly wanted to be a music education teacher when I was younger, and I'm glad I never pursued that. So as I said, foundation crochet, half crochet, vintage puff stitch, triple half crochet, single crochet, back into half crochet, into vintage, into half crochet, into single, so on so forth. Oh my gosh, I wish I was better at doing this. Maybe it's gonna be a written pattern only. We'll see, but I want to get into pattern making because I do feel like it's not like I want to get into pattern making. It's the fact that I'm doing this and I want to be able to come back to this without writing everything down because I'll lose the paper. And if I can just come back, like if I want to make this again, I want to be able to find it and how I did it, because I don't have the best memory in the world because ADHD things. I accidentally forgot to do the puff stitch right here. That's a lot to go back to, but it's not that much. I mean, it's towards the end, so whatever. I need to get taken care of before I keep on going, because if I keep on going, then it's gonna look silly. Haha, joke's on me. This is definitely too small for going over my arms. That's really disappointing, but honestly, like, this is fine. I think I'll just keep on going down this way. I'll have to wear something underneath for sure, but right now, this... it's just, I don't want to stretch it out anymore. I'm too nervous to do that. Whenever I get back to it, I will sew on like the overlayer, and man, that sucks because this yarn, I don't know how much of it I'm gonna have for it. Like this, I wanted the white to go over, but now I don't think I'll have enough white to go over. I mean, I have the other yarns. I have the other ones, but I want to make sleeves out of those. I messed up. I do have another blue. I could always go and trade in the other ones that I'm not using, and then this will just be a 4-skein project. However, I don't want to go out and buy it. Like if I stretch it, it's not going to fit the way I want it to. I mean, then it's going to keep on sliding up. Yeah, I can't risk it sliding up. So this is just going to go underneath. I got to figure out how I'm going to do the overlayer. I think maybe I'll make it blue. Because like, the thing is anyways, I do need to make it go over the arm sleeves. Maybe the overlayer will be blue. I think that's what I'll do. That kind of rhymed. So, all right, let's just keep on working this down until I start getting out to the skirt part. I have that other yarn. I have that other yarn. I have that other yarn. I might use that other yarn to embellish. If it doesn't look right, then I will go into Michael's in Kissimmee, far away from here, and trade it in. I have a black skein and I also have a purple skein. I'll probably return the black skein just because I don't think I see myself working with that one. Or maybe I will trade that one in and then buy another purple skein and then trade it in for a blue skein. Oh, this is so frustrating. Oof. Definitely dropped a stitch a couple rows back. I ain't going back to fix that. That's something that I can just make up on the go. It's gonna be on the back seam anyways, unless I make this the side seam. Maybe I'll make it the side seam. We'll see when we get to the seaming part. We're gonna do another border stitch thing. I think what we're gonna do is gonna be making like a bralette all the way down. So this down to here, and then I'll start doing the skirt because I don't know, like normally I like high-waisted outfits, and I don't know if that would be too, because like that's, I think that's called the empire waist, and that's more like the 1900s, late 1890s, early 1900s, and I don't normally go for that style. I normally go for 1940s, which this is not going to be a 1940s thing in general. Most of the like fold over off shoulder sleeve outfits that I see or dresses that I see kind of has like that hourglass thing, but I want to make a floofy skirt on the bottom. So I'm not into bodycon dresses. I don't hate the shape of my body. I just don't want to show off the shape of my body. I don't know if I'll get to that part today, but I think I'll be able to finish the bralette at least, and then maybe make my decision from there. I keep on changing my mind on things, so honestly, tomorrow, if I work on this, I don't know, because tomorrow's a comfy, cozy gaming day for us. I don't remember what I was saying. I started looking at more pictures of these off-the-shoulder dresses, and it distracted me, so sorry. I just looked up the history of empire waist. I was definitely off by like a whole century. It was most popular between the 1750s to the 1820s, and it did get a resurgence around the 1960s. So, totally off. That's why that's not my dress period. That's why 1940s is my dress period. Late 30s, early 40s. Sometimes 50s and 60s, but that's a rare occasion. Anyways, I still don't want to do the empire waist. I'm taking a break right now because I'm hungry and I started getting a headache because I forget to drink water. We're on the blue right now, and we're about like right here when it comes to the dress, and I'm gonna keep on going for a couple more rows so I can get like the hourglass. I don't know what that waistline is called because I'm just really terrible with terminology. I guess it's high waist, the high waist, and then once I get to like mid waist level on myself, then I'll start doing the flares out with the dress because I just don't think the empire waist is flattering on my body type. I'm so silly. I went to go pause the YouTube video and I almost went and touched the screen. This is a desktop from like however old, pre-2020. Definitely does not have touchscreen capabilities. But we're here. I didn't count. I should have counted before I started the recording, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 38 maybe rows of this little motif. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 repeated patterns of this motif. So I think this is good enough to start working on the rest of it. It's a little bit stretched up at the top. It's because like I kept on trying it on while going, and like I'm pretty sure I want to make this the front rather than this the front. It's just gonna look prettier that way, and I almost always wear a backpack, so that would be great. Oh, I would love like a white Ita bag or something that's like heart-shaped. Oh, that would be so cute with this outfit, but I don't know how to make Ita bags, and I don't think that's something I want to learn how to make because I am more of a fashion. Well, I mean, that's part of fashion. Like, bags are part of fashion, but it's also like, it's like cobbling as well with shoes. It's a lot more heavy duty. I work with like the cheapest fabrics I can get, so probably not the best idea. Anyways, we're going to start on the skirt part, and I'm not going to connect it. I'm going to sew it up to connect it. We have this much yarn left, and I am so grateful that I bought 2 more skeins, because at least with those 2 skeins I can like keep on ruffling it out. 1, to lengthen it, because I am not a short skirt person. The older I get, the more I'm like, don't look at my legs. The more I think about it, the more I believe that I do need at least 1 more skein of this, and then if it's a sale, then I might do like, I don't think that we can return or trade in yarns, because some people use the yarn and then they trade it in, and I don't want them to get the wrong idea from me. And on top of that, I just don't think it's possible. So that being the case, I'm just gonna buy more. I might just do it online because I really don't want to leave my house anytime soon, and I really don't want to go into the Orlando area because it is holiday season and the traffic just gets worse and worse. Maybe later, after I start working up the sleeves, because I might get the sleeves. It is 9:43, so I might get to the sleeves today. I don't think so, but I might. For sure, I'll start working on the sleeves tomorrow. I don't know how much I'm going to vlog tomorrow. Tomorrow is root canal day. I don't know the next time I'm coming on here. I just know it's going to be before Thursday, because I also work on Thursday. Or maybe it's Thursday afternoon. We'll see. Anyways, working on the skirt. To begin this crochet pattern for the skirt, I am going to crochet into the front loops only. And then every 10 stitches, I'm going to do 2 double crochets, 2 chain, 2 double crochets, and then keep on going to the next. So like single crochet 9, then do that pattern, 9, pattern, 9, pattern. This is the best I've ever explained it, so please appreciate the fact that I didn't stutter this time. This is what's going on. Maybe, I don't know how much I gotta film for TikTok. Ugh, I gotta do that. But yeah, that's the skirt pattern. I also believe that I need to start with a chain 4, because to connect them, it's gonna look a little bit silly if I don't do a chain 4. So chain 4, 2 double crochet, and then 9, and then do the pattern. And then when I get to the end, I do the 2 double crochet and then chain 2 and then insert. I hope that works out. I don't think it will, but this is experimental. If it turns out well, then maybe I'll make another one. If not, then maybe I'll make another one. Another congratulations to me for only dropping 1 stitch throughout this whole entire like 38 fiasco, fanat, whatever you want to call it. So what I ended up doing is I slip stitched into the chain 4 from the last like 2, 3 double crochets. So because I dropped 1 stitch, I had that. No, actually I didn't drop a stitch. I think this came out perfectly well. The last stitch I did 3 double crochets because it was number 9, and then I just slip stitched it into the like 2nd chain from the last row. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep on working around in it like it is a round. I might do like a chain and then slip stitch at the end. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see as I go on, but so far It's going, kind of looks like a tube top. I think this is going to be the inside. And then because I did the front loop only, the back loops, I think that's where I'm going to like add icicles. I think that would be really pretty. And if I do that for like every time I add a new yarn, I think that would be like a really like nice little touch there. I am taking a break from crochet because my arm is sore, the arm that I'm holding y'all up with, but I did a lot of stretching because I was watching Ethan Nestor's video about the internet is dying. And as somebody, a veteran who's been here since 2003, my first Neopets account was opened in 2003, I wholeheartedly agree. AI has taken over everything, and like not in a positive way. AI can be useful, and I wish that the users of AI would use it for like positive things, as in a tool to help you like clean up a video or clean up the captions or something. Speaking of CapCut, like I probably talked about this way back, but CapCut got rid of the AI generated text to speech to text, which is so unfortunate because that shouldn't be something that's behind a paywall, but here we are. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to find a better editing software that's free, so I'm kind of stuck here with CapCut. Besides the point, like it's really, really hard to find smaller creators and artists online. I think I'm on a roll on YouTube right now. I've found quite a few smaller creators. My algorithm is pretty well trained, except for when I go on like Minecraft binges, which isn't really like AI, but like I just get all Minecraft creators for a while. Right now I'm on a Fibercraft binge, and it's hard to find anybody that's a small Fibercraft creator, because it's like one of those things where you like dip your toe into something and like all you get is that one creator. You want to try to diversify and find other creators, but because that one creator is really big and very popular, has all these well-produced videos, it's really hard to like find joy elsewhere in the fiber arts community. I do miss old YouTube. Old YouTube was easier to navigate in a way because the search function on YouTube has been really difficult. You'll search for something and the top 10 results come up. And it's like, I don't want to watch the top 10 that was created 2-3 years ago. I don't want these listicles because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that's genuinely having fun while they're out, not somebody who's like, this is the best way to enjoy your vacation type deal, especially when I go on vacation. And it's not creative. And like the whole AI speech over Subway Surfer deal, I get caught up in those all the time. And I wish I didn't. It's just increasingly getting harder for me the older I get, just because like my brain just wants to turn off. I want to try starting to block them whenever I can, and whenever they pop up on my TikTok. Because like sometimes I get stuck on like the carpet cleaning ones, which I don't mind too much, just because like it's one of those like brain scrubbing things. But like it's the Reddit stories ones. I need to stop getting stuck on those. And so I think my resolution to myself, it's not going to be a New Year's resolution, it's going to be my Turkey Day resolution, is to just start blocking them. There's nothing wrong with blocking creators that you just, well, it's not even a creator, it's AI. There's nothing wrong with blocking them if you don't want to get stuck on that kind of content, because notoriously algorithms work in a way where you just get stuck watching the same things over and over again. So I don't know, this was a long rant, mostly because I'm tired and I want to take a break. So maybe I'll see y'all tomorrow for root canal day. If not, then I will definitely see y'all Thursday after work. It's dentist time. Root canal. I'm not looking forward to it. Numb again. I have my permanent crowns put in next Tuesday. I'm going to Home Goods because I deserve a little treat. That hurt. I'm grateful my husband drove because, like, I don't think I can drive. My eye is numb and it's weird. This is how I treated myself. I got a cute little soup bowl, even though it's a cookie bowl. It's a soup bowl, soup mo, baby, yeah! And then we got this cute little treat box because I'm going to enter a cookie competition for my husband's job. And it has fish on it with Santa hats, and my husband loves fish, and I like cookies. It's game time, my dudes. Cozy game time! I was able to finish off the first portion of this dress. I do plan on making it a little bit longer. I do plan on using the underneath to stretch it out a little bit, if that makes sense. Like another skein underneath this. I am starting to work on the sleeves again. I looked at this and I wanted to make this into a sleeve, but the more I try it on my arm up here, I definitely made it too small, and at this point I really don't want to take it apart because I actually kind of like the design I have going here, but I don't want to go back and do this design again. So I might make this like the end. I don't remember if I talked about making this a cuff earlier or not, but I am thinking about like starting up here and then going down into this. If that doesn't work out, then I'm going to make this into a leg cuff, but I really like maybe even just make this its own separate entity and then make my own sleeves or whatever. I don't have the money right now to buy my next skein of this yarn because I do need one more just for like the over flap, if that makes sense. By the way, the root canal after the pain was really bad. I took a nap and I woke up because of how painful it was. I took some Excedrin and that's helping. Hopefully I don't have to like feel the pain tonight, but like if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll have to take some more Excedrin, and then I need to stop by Publix tomorrow because my prescription's over there and boy do I need it. Tonight is a go to bed night. We did a lot of gaming today. We got a lot of work done with this crochet project. So I'm very happy. I will probably see y'all tomorrow again. I forgot to mention that it was 10 rows of that like little increase dealio thing. The initial row was 9 double crochets and then 2 double crochets, chain, 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and then 9, and then so on and so forth. And so I did that 10 times for 10 rows or whatever. And because I ran out of yarn is the only reason why I stopped doing it. So the next one, I think I'm going to do a couple like straight stitches where I don't do like fancy increases. It's not really fancy, but it's just an increase that looks different than a normal increase would. When I get to attaching the next skein, which is going to be the skein I buy probably next week after my paycheck drops, that's where I'm going to start doing the chain or whatever. I'm going to add that on. I'll let you guys know when I get to that because it's going to be a while away. The sleeves are going to take a while. This took like 2 days. I wanted to quit halfway through because I was like, oh, I see the end of the tunnel, but it's like, it's right there. Oh, also, I think maybe I might put a zipper on the back. I'm not sure at this point. I feel like it'd be fine if I just pulled it over, but also I think it would keep its shape better if I use a zipper. So that's something for future me as well. Anyways, good night. We're going to see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is the next day. I started working on the armband again, and it is that same pattern of the foundation crochet. I did 70 stitches, a 70 row stitch. So foundation crochet row, then the half double crochet, then the vintage stitch, then the half double, and then the single crochet again. I was thinking about when I get down to the arm sleeves, if I get down to the bottom and it's already blue, just adding this as a layer on top. But also, I think maybe I will keep this as a leg sleeves. I don't know, because like it's one of those things, like I kind of make up stuff as I go, and if it turns out well, great, and if it doesn't, oh well. I want this one to turn out great. Like this would be so cute as like just a normal arm cuff or a wrist cuff, but it's so big. So who knows? So I did 14 double crochet stitches straight for, well, I did double crochets. I did 14 rows of double crochet stitches down, and now I want to go back to the rim like method thing, whatever the motif that I had, because I want to start flaring from here because I want a dramatic bell sleeve, and I won't get that until I start using more yarn. So I'm gonna use a couple more yarn and then a couple more yards of yarn, and then it should start really getting into the blue. This is starting to turn blue. Like, you can tell the difference. Like, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but no, you can't really see in the camera, but it's a little bit more blue than this. The more I think about it, the more this is going to be leg warmers or leg cuffs or whatever. I just don't think it's going to work up with my arm. Whoopsies. But it's okay. Like, this is a test project. If I like it enough, then I might make more and maybe sell some off. But like, I'm not somebody that feels comfortable selling stuff. Like, I tried it for a little bit and then I was like, dang, I gotta price everything, and then I had to ship everything, and then I had to package everything, and it's just too much work for me. So anyways, onto the 5-row motif of the single crochet, half double crochet, vintage puff, half double, single. All right, let's go. That motif is done. So now I want to work on the half double crochets. Each time I do a double crochet row, I'm going to increase at the 10, if that makes sense. So this next row is going to be 9 half double crochets and then increase for right there, and then 9 half double crochets and then increase. The next row is going to be what is it? It's going to be 5 half double crochets, increase 5 half double crochet, something like that. And we're just going to keep on going until I'm satisfied with the length. I think I have enough yarn for at least the sleeve. I was planning on using the rest of this yarn for the skirts, but like, we'll see when we get to that point. I keep on saying we'll see, but it's literally because I don't plan these out. I just kind of go with the flow and hope for the best. So, all right, I'm going to keep on watching Nina Lee's video of the death of personal style, because I love hearing other people's takes on personal style, especially if they're trend followers. I don't think Nina Lee was a trend follower. She did have some like trendy videos or trendy topic videos. And like, I'd like to see what is trending and to see if like any of my style ever trends again, because like the cottagecore whole trend, I was actively in 1940s fashion at the time, and then that exploded. So like my first TikTok channel exploded because of that, but then it just kind of died off. And plus, I'm not cottagecore. I mean, I like cottagecore concepts. I do have cottagecore mutuals because I was part of that community, kind of, in a way, because like a lot of 1940s summer outfits really fits into that aesthetic, but I'm just not a cottagecore creator. So anyways, I'm gonna keep on watching this video. Y'all, I'm having the worst morning. My contact is ripped and I can't drive home because I'm gonna be late if I do drive home. It is a holiday, so if I call out, I won't get holiday pay. And then on top of that, like, I took a little bit too long getting ready, which is fine because it's a holiday, so there was no traffic. But my phone didn't charge last night, and my headphones were unplugged, and my Bluetooth wasn't working, and like, I'm having such a rough morning. I'm gonna see if I can go home early, but this eye is bugging me. It's ripped right in the middle, and like, I don't have an extra pair of glasses in my car or contacts because I actually need to go and like get my prescription re-updated. I am in so much pain right now. I'm nervous to drive home, but I just want to be home crocheting. This is my makeshift eye patch because I asked to go home early. I'm scared of driving in the dark, so I'm gonna go home so we can crochet and not be driving in the dark with a broken contact lens. Oh my god, that feels so much better. I've had a rough week, y'all. I don't know where I left off on with the crochet. However, at work, I just want to say this. Some of y'all are disrespectful to mashed potatoes. We had work provided mashed potatoes today. It wasn't one of my coworkers. It was something that our workplace ordered in. Literally no flavor. Like, the thing is, like, some people just like rely too heavily on the gravy to flavor their mashed potatoes, and as a sides eater, because I'm a vegetarian, ew, it was disgusting. The texture was okay. It was very, very soft, not like really texturized or whatever. It was like very smooth. There was no flavor, and like, I kind of understand if you're not adding butter or dairy products, because like there's allergies and all that jazz. However, why was there no salt? come on, like the bare minimum salt. Throw some black pepper in there. Maybe black pepper's too spicy for some people, but give us a flavor. I might make a short out of it because like the absolute disrespect of mashed potatoes. Come on, like mashed potatoes are one of my favorite foods, and y'all just like, where was it? I'm so disappointed in my mashed potatoes today. Going back to my crochet project. So I left off at row 35, started working on row 36 of this project. I'm gonna keep on going for a little bit. Hold on, let me show y'all. It's just the hook slipped out. So I'm flaring it out right now, and I thought it was gonna be a good idea. I even like vetted it through my husband to see if like putting the original arm sleeve underneath the blue would look nice. And once it's all fixed up, I'm gonna keep this as like a little wrist cuff, but like use it as like a separates piece. I might put a little ribbon in there, but underneath this, like it's gonna be a darker blue once I get around to it, but I think that would be like a nice little touch whenever this is done. I think I have another like 3 or 4 more of these motifs before this sleeve is done. I have been enjoying like documenting my crochet projects because like I don't feel like I do a good job at talking about my crochet projects, to be honest. I kind of just like show it off and like hope for the best. I throw it out into the world with some music and I'm like, somebody might like it. But talking through it helps me like keep my head focused on it, and then maybe if I like the project enough I can go back and like actually edit and like listen to what I'm saying and then write down the pattern, because I think that's something I do want to kind of get into, not to sell really, but more for a guideline for myself, because I have a hard enough time reading other people's patterns, so I need to like break it up for myself. I'm going to finish off the sleeve tonight. Hi! It is almost midnight on December 1st, but I finished most of the sleeve, so now that it's at the bottom, I kind of want to keep on going and like do like little trim edgings things. So I did 8 motifs of the increase of this bell sleeve. Like, look how big that's gonna be! I'm gonna start working on the trim. What I think I want to do is do like a chain 4 thing, like chain 4 single crochet, chain 4 single crochet all the way down, because I think if I'm remembering correctly there's 10 of the little spacers or increase areas and increase stitches, and then after that I'm going to single crochet in each of the 4 chains and then crochet back into, or double crochet back into the single stitch or whatever, and then after that I'm going to do like picot stitches, something like that, because I think I want to do like little spiky bits on this. This is very warm, by the way. I'm very excited to wear it. Look how big that sleeve is gonna be! Sorry about the mic, by the way. It's just my phone at this point. I'm having to use my wireless charger to charge my phone right now because my USB port is just not good on my phone. So it's gonna be no mic until I save up enough money to buy my next phone. But anyways, I messed up the counts. It was 8 of these like increase stitches. Right now I'm at like 24 stitches before each increase, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna divide that by 2, which is 12, and divide that by 2, which is 6. So every 6 stitches will be where the single stitch is. So I will chain 6 and then single crochet stitch into the 6th from the chain. What I'm going to do first is chain 1, then chain 6, and then single crochet into the 6th stitch from the last stitch. I'm hoping that made sense. Good morning. It's actually December 1st now, and I finished the sleeve. I don't know how many days it's taken me, but I did a little picot stitch. So what I did was like, I think I did explain a little bit yesterday, where I did the chain 6 and then stitch single crochet in the 6th stitch from the first chain, and then keep on doing that for 1 row. And then the next row I did double crochet in all the chains. So I did 5 double crochets in each chain, and then I did 1 double crochet in the single crochet from the previous stitch, and then the next row I did a 5 stitch or 5 chain picot. Like I did that for every 3 stitches. So for that I would do chain 5, and then I would slip stitch into the first chain and then do single crochet for 2 more stitches, well 3 more stitches, and then I'll do another chain 5, slip stitch into first chain, 3 more stitches, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. I think later on in the future I want to do like little snowflakes coming from this. I'm not sure yet, because I just think that these little picots, there's just enough space to make little snowflakes, but the sleeves are so gigantic. Give me 1 second so I can put it on. That's how big it's gonna be. Hello. That's how wide it's gonna be. And then I'm gonna have my little arm warmer underneath, or like arm cuff. I want to make this a arm cuff for other occasions. I'm not sure how it's gonna look when I do put the whole ensemble together, but I think that'd be very nice. I'm gonna be a very warm little lad, and I'm excited about that because I'm cold all the time. Like yesterday I was so cold after my break from work that my fingers started going numb, and I hate that feeling so much. It is a sensory thing for me, and I just hate being cold all the time. So anyways, on to the next arm. Tomorrow is when the yarn for the rest of the blouse or top, I guess, comes in, and then I can start doing the fold over. But I'm so excited to get this project done. I didn't think I'd have this much done by now, but oh, it's almost done. Really is the perfect timing. I just grabbed my phone to give you guys like kind of an update of my second sleeve, and my Michaels order just came in. So I'm probably gonna open this up real quick. I mean, I think you guys already know what I ordered. It's more of the yarn, but also I got more of the other yarn that I've been wanting. I mean, it's the same yarn, but different colorway. I'm almost done with the second sleeve. I'm at the last like 12 stitches or rows. Oh, I'm so excited to get this project over with. Like, not in a, oh man, I'm tired of this project kind of way, but in a, wow, this is going to be a beautiful thing when it's done kind of way. I'm so silly. I forgot that I ordered more than just this yarn, but yeah, here's the colorway that I'm working with right now, the Perfect Phasing Cloud Cake. And then this is the other colorway that I plan on working with soon. I want to make like a bonnet, like one of those pixie capelet things, like a pixie hood with a capelet. So that's why I have 2 of these, and then I have 1 more sitting inside my crafting room for whenever I start on that project. And then I got more of this white bamboo yarn because I love bamboo yarn, and I'm planning on making like more ice type stuff, if that makes sense. I got some of this bamboo yarn because the color was really pretty, and if I like it enough I'll buy more so I can like make a love core outfit, because I think this is perfect. Like, look at that sheen. Oh, I don't actually see it that well in my own vision, but on the camera it looks really pretty. And then I got this. I think I already have a skein of this, but this is a really pretty color anyways, and I think this would also be a really pretty love core type yarn project thing. I have 2 rows left to do, but I need to get ready for the dentist appointment because I'm getting my permanent crowns put in today. Well, it's actually just 1 row because I messed up somewhere way in the beginning with the double crochets, and I ain't going back to fix that. It's hardly noticeable, but like I don't have time. So I'm gonna finish that when I get home. We're gonna go grocery shopping after my dentist appointment, or before, I don't know. And I'll probably finish that sleeve tonight. I'm then gonna start working on the fold over part of the sweater, but I'm so ready for this project to be finished and tried on because I think it's gonna be cute. I've got new teeth and coffee. White hazelnut. I was gonna go for the peppermint mocha, but this sounded more good. So we're gonna get hot pot. More gooder hot pot. I just finished both sleeves and sewing them up. This is very belly. So you can kind of see the stitches on the front right here. Now, I'm not a fan of it. Like, you can't see it through the camera really, but you can kind of see it kind of looks like a butt. But like, if you put the seam down this way, you can see the seam on this side because it's not color changing for the seam that, or the yarn I used. I just used the outside of the new yarn that came in. So I'm going to put the seam on top and then I'm going to sew it on this way so that when I am wearing it, the seam falls on top of my arm and you won't see it down here. And I think that works. This is about as high as I'm going to put it, like this. Look at that, so pretty. So now I gotta sew this on to the bodice piece, and then after the bodice piece, I'm going to start working on the fold over part, which I'm going to like sew, like crochet around that, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys when I get to it. But yeah, it's time to sew it onto the bodice. Woo! After going to the hot pot, I'm so happy. I can eat on this side of my face again. Ah! Also, we have our little winter tree up right now. So cute. Let me show you guys how far I've gotten so far. So we recently just came back from the family, and we did a late Thanksgiving because we all work in the theme park industry, except for like one person in the family, but she basically works in similar schedule in tandem to our schedule. I made the little straps to go and be like on the inside of the dress, kind of. It's not gonna be on the inside, it's gonna help secure it on my top so that it doesn't slip down. And then I started like pinning this together so I can start sewing it together. Here is the blouse whenever I get to it, but this is the blouse, not stitched together yet, but pinned together so I know where to stitch it together. It's gonna be so good. I think with the rest of the yarn I have in here, I'm just gonna make one long skirt because I think the colors, like, it kind of just blends into each other very well. It's not like a super intrusive, like, different color change. So I might just make one big skirt out of it. Here we are so far on this. I do need to add a little bit more stitches right down here because it's a little bit too far away for me. So I gotta adjust that. Same with this side, I gotta adjust this one. And then in the back, I had to finish sewing the back up, but I'm waiting until I get down to the rest of the blue to sew that part up. And Mr. Apollo wants to say hello. Hello, buddy. But yeah, so, and then after that, we're going to sew these ones in, the straps. So on the back, I'm gonna sew it like halfway between those two blue stitch markers. Honestly, at this point, I don't think we need the fold, but I bought that extra yarn, so I have to use it. But I think this might be a little bit lower than I was expecting it to be. Oh, I don't know. I kind of want up here to be covered a little bit more. That's the issue I'm having right now, but we'll see after I finish the fold over, and if that's the case, then I'll probably figure out something else to put underneath here, like maybe a shirt or something. Maybe make it more like a Lolita cord where they put like the blouse underneath the JSK. I think that's what it's called. The JSK is like the jumper skirt, but this isn't going to be a jumper skirt. This is going to be like a two-piece, I think. I'm not good with Lolita terms. I know a little bit about it. Like there's JSK and EGL. I need to learn a little bit more, but that's the goal right now, is to get that fold over, get this sewed on, get this sewed in, like adjusted a little bit more, and then get that back little hole back there sewed in. So unfortunately, this little ruffle area, the fold over part, didn't really work the way that I wanted it to. It's not folding over at all. So honestly, it doesn't look too bad without it folding over. It looks okay. Like, it kind of gives me like a different texture at the top, so I'm kind of fine with it. It hides my bra a little bit better too, so that's a pretty good look for me. I'm not too mad about it. I'm just a little bit sad. And then my arm, like, it's a little bit big. That's kind of the point, but like, I think it's bigger than I want it to be. Today was my day off and I really didn't do much like working on this because I got into a little Minecraft binge earlier. And so like, yeah, I got work done, but like also, I didn't really talk about the work. So this little ruffle up here was another one of these motifs where I did like the 5 rows of the single crochet, the half double crochet, the vintage puff stitch, the half double crochet, and then one more single row crochet. So I did one motif of that. And then at the bottom, or now the top, I did the little motif I have on my sleeves, which is chain 6, single crochet 6 away from the last chain, so on and so forth. And then the next row was double crochet 5 into the chain, double crochet into the single, and then the next row was doing the 5 point picot stitch where I did 3 single crochets, then chain 5, picot crochet or like slip stitch into the 5th from the chain, single crochet 3, picot, single crochet 3, picot. So not mad about it. Not my proudest moment. But honestly, like I said, it looks okay. I don't hate it. It gives it more of like a texture difference up here, and it covers up more, which I think I was complaining about it last time I tried this on, that this was a little bit lower than I wanted. I think I still do want to make a capelet for this. My arm's getting tired because this is actually really heavy. I was planning on down here at the bottom adding more. Maybe it'd be easier if I flip the camera. So I was thinking about down here at the bottom adding another row or like another whatever of this ruffle stitch, but the more I think about it, the less I want to do it because of how heavy this is. My arm is getting tired, and I think I just want to make it a separate skirt beneath it, or even pants or shorts, because I think this would look cute by itself as just a top. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's done. It's finally over, and I'm not mad at it. I'm a little bit sad about the back. Maybe if I flipped it around. Let me try flipping it around. Maybe I'll like it even more. This is it flipped around. I don't like it better. You could kind of see the stitch that I did to seam it together, which that part's okay. I don't mind too much, but I think I prefer this on the back. And then like back there, it kind of looks silly. So I think there's enough space on the other side to flip it back around. Right, so I think one of my biggest problems is that this strap is way too long. So I'm going to keep it folded down, and I'm going to sew over that. And then on the back, the ruffle keeps on falling over, which at this point I've come to terms that it's just going to stay up, because at the front it's going to stay up no matter what I do, unless I try. No, I don't want to show off too much. I prefer this to be a little bit lower, this a little bit higher, the straps being a little bit lower, and then the back ruffle to stop actually trying to ruffle. So what I'm going to do now is sew this down, and then that way I can give myself a little fighting chance of liking this, because right now I'm a little bit disappointed in myself, and I don't want to be disappointed in myself because I did a lot of work to get to this point. All right, y'all, here it is. Here is the top. I did the minor adjustments at the top for the sleeves. I'm noticing how low this is. I'm not used to having like this much space on my body, so I think I'm gonna have to wear a choker and a couple necklaces, which I am getting inspired by Infinity Nikki. I love that game right now, and one of the only reasons why I remembered that I was making this video was because I need to make space for Infinity Nikki on my phone. This is it. I don't have an official try on yet. I'm going to be wearing this on Tuesday because we're going out with a friend to Universal for their first time experiencing the Universal Christmas time. I do need to text my best friend back and let her know that I can't make it on Wednesday because I've been suffering with seasonal depression. Like, this is what you get. I've had a hard time just waking up lately. And then on top of that, like convincing myself that I am valid and being a person still. Honestly, like Infinity Nikki is getting me through it, but like also I can't mentally get through anything right now. And yeah, so that's why I don't have like an official try on today. I still need to do an official try on of my capelet from a couple weeks ago. I kind of showed y'all maybe at the beginning of this video. I don't remember, like it's been a long week. But yeah, this is the outfit. I'm so happy with it. I can't believe I made this with my own 2 hands. I made this pattern myself, and hopefully the pattern was easy enough for me to follow so I can do it again. I think I would change the size of the sleeves because you can like see how much space there is. But like other than that, I think this is like the perfect, oh yeah, and then I would like to change how much space I did here. So instead of like 80, I think I did 80. Excuse me. I think I did do an 80 count stitch, or yeah, foundation stitches to start this off. So I would change that. I would change this, but everything else is fine. I'm still indecisive of whether I want to just make a skirt or make shorts, because I think bloomers would be really cute, but I don't know at this point. My brain is not there right now. I did get the new candy cane yarn in. Let me go grab it real quick. I got this in yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I was really excited to show y'all when I first purchased it. But then when it came in, I was just like mentally not there, not ready to talk. Yeah, so sorry about the not having a post last week, but I should be kind of back to schedule, maybe even like ahead of schedule. I don't know. I'm trying to work my brain around this. I know there's no pressure. This is mostly for me. I need to get through the rough parts of winter. This is like the first rough batch, and then I'll be getting another rough batch around January and February because it happens all the time. It's like once a month I get a really, really strong feeling of I hate being alive, and that's just what seasonal depression is. But anyways, I started working on leg warmers, and I'll start talking about that next week, but here's a little preview of that. I'll have like kind of a pattern or follow along thing with that. It's going to use more of this like stitch that I did, the little motif I did on this. I can't get over how pretty this is. I'm so grateful Infinity Nikki came out around this time, because not only did I finish a dress like outfit that like kind of reminds me of Infinity Nikki, but like I don't know, it's just such a great game. So I'll be playing that. I might be putting some screenshots up because like I have some really, really pretty pictures. My PC can handle it. This phone, I don't know how much it will handle, but I will be getting a new phone soon as well. I just renewed my Universal Pass because that was really important to me. I think that's one that's like kind of non-negotiable unless we're like really in the ditches. I have to pay for my MegaCon tickets, and at the same time I'll pay for a new case, and then after that I'll be getting a new phone. So things might change around here, I don't know. My mic should be working. My phone, my USB's been working. I didn't want to put my mic on an already like low quality sound video, so the next video might have the mic working again. So anyways, I gotta go play some Infinity Nikki, get everything off of this phone onto my PC so I can get it edited for Thursday, and hopefully I feel better. All right, bye-bye.